Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Elazaid Entertainment. अनि यत्रो दिन तपाईँ त अफ हुनुहुन्छ थियो त मैले बुझिनँ। म अफ नै थिएँ। के छ खबर? लाइभमा किन नआउनु भएको भन् ए म काममा थिएँ यार। खतरा छ त टिम त छैन त्यहाँ ठिकै छ ठिकै
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises. He'll try from distance! Sensational by Bruno Fernandes!
नेक्स्ट म्याच 1 versus 1 ल रे हुन्छ
When a player of his caliber can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Manchester United penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
And it's Bale. Manchester United leading here thanks to that early goal. And Luis Suarez! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Suarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Szoboszlai plowing through the middle. Gabriel did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Crystal Palace really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
And the shot! Robson! Absolutely terrific! A finish of true class! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now...
Tries one from range! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping! And it's Bruno Fernandes. He's going for goal! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Van Dijk. Robson. Szoboszlai is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Looking to play him in. Rooney. Could move up a gear here. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Szoboszlai, who does have an assist to his name. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
And a quick announcement.
And we are up to the break.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So straight into the second half. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Suarez. Bomo. That's the keeper's ball. Szoboszlai. And Guardiol. Szoboszlai. Guardiol. And that is expertly dealt with. Shot at goal! Oh, good finish!
Right.
And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 19.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 24.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And this is Rooney. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
के हुँदैछ के छ के छ सर
Guardiol, a picture of focus and alertness. Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And this is... And the shot! It's and again! He's got a goal!
के हो यस्तो एक्लै एक्लै रे घुमघाम चल्दैछ बच्ची सरको रे छैन
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
है ब्याक ओपनिङ चाहिँ रे ब्याक ओपनिङ गर्ने कहाँ गयो यार यो
Substitution for Manchester United, number 10.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
11, Rooney.
Crystal Palace go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
That has not gone well. Just 5 minutes remaining now. And it's Szoboszlai. This is a promising build-up. Bale. And it's Azar. It's anyone's ball now.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
पख्नु न पख्नु
Pedro Neto
खेल्ने
is, of course,
एकजना
well
लाइनमै
known
छन्
for his dancing feet. And time is up. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of...
यो एक गेम जित्दिम भनेको अनि पेलौँला हिसाब लागे जस्तो छ कस्तो भनेपछि लाइनमा बस्नु पर्ने हो अब ब्याङ्कमा जसरी रे आज बीको बिदा हो कि के हो काम पनि छ आज बिदा हो आज मात्रै हो चिल रहेछ सरको आजको दिन छैन गर्मी छ गर्मी 30 कटा छ 30 हो कि 32 खै समीर बो गायब भयो क्या हो
Things really are heating up here ahead of what we've always known will be a crucial game. At stake, a seat at a higher table. This an opportunity to put down a marker to make a statement of intent. And the mood is boisterous.
प्याक ओपनिङ चाहिँ स्ट्रिम एन्ड हुने बेला गर्नु 900 मा तीनवटा पिक फिक्स
Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. Andrei Shevchenko, Jim, European Player of the Year, League winner, European champion, the top scorer in Italy on more than one occasion. It's an extraordinary list of achievements.
It certainly is. He really was the deadliest striker around. Absolutely lethal.
Goal scorer, match winner, national treasure. He is all of those things and much, much more. Desai spots it and intercepts. And he was quick to react. Haaland. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, it's just great. It's Rooney! Goal! Manchester United! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Haaland. Oh, shooting chance! And he looked
इङ्ल्यान्ड नेसनल टिममा त नाङ्गा नाच भइरहेछ अरे टुचेलले त खतरा खतरा प्लेयरलाई लात हानेछ त राम्रो त हो नि
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Shot could be on. Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Threads one in. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And the pass is intercepted. Great ball if he can get there. He is through here. Obama!
धेरै इगो भएको प्लेयरहरु के
Bomo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Right, Shevchenko. Rodri. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. It's a promising position. He's got away. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. And he's done very well to take that back. It's Asa!
तपाईलाई कस्तो लाग्छ
It's their second corner of the game. Rolls it backwards.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards. Manchester United really...
Obama! Brilliant from Obama! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. It had to come. It just had to come. He had to have his say. He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Well, nicely intercepted. Knocks it into space. Thiago.
नेक्स्ट
Referee says that
नेट
that
गयो
is down
सरी
to
है
the
रे
first half. Where do you think
अब
we're up
नेक्स्ट
to
म्याचमा
after
आउँ
45 minutes?
नु
I think
हुन्छ
things
हुन्छ
have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke,
प्लेयरै
fix it.
फर्ममा
So
छैन
I think the manager has to
निकालिदिइहाल्छ नि
change at this stage.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Manchester United are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. So straight into the second half. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get it through? He's in plenty of space here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, that's superb. Real chance! And he's found the net! Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it.
अब नेस्टा देला कि नदेला
And extracted
कहिले
the maximum punishment.
मिलानवाला
It was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now it's Luis Suarez. This looks promising. Tries to play it through. That's the keeper's ball. Manchester United suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness or this could get away from them.
And it's Gonzalez. Bomo, never out of the action for very long. Can he get on the end of this? It's played through for him. Oh, it's Luis Suarez!
दिन्छ दिन्छ सरलाई सब दिन्छ मिलानको डोन्ट
Two to
वरी
the good, and
दिँदैन
they
नि रे
are
कसरी
purring, absolutely purring. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
Manchester United now in a position far more desirable.
I wonder if the manager was tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely.
Bernardo Silva! And that is certainly not what he had in
दिइसक्यो
mind.
है रे
Bernardo Silva,
अब त
if that were me,
2027 मा
took
होला
that
रे
away, he'd set himself up perfectly.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Haaland. He won't be happy with that one. Now who's going to be first to this? Azar. And smartly reclaimed. Great vision. Chance, surely! Tries a shot! It's anyone's ball now. Foot in. And this is Shevchenko. Good ball, good take. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
Now there's a great block, if ever there was one.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Burmo. And he's managed to get free. Chance for a shot! And
के
it's
हो
there!
अपोनेन्ट त पेप नै हो कि क्या हो रे
And with that, it is pretty
मलाई
much
भनेको होइन हो
unclear.
नेस्टाको प्याक देला कि नाइ भनेको
So smooth.
यस
A signature
2027 मा
finish.
दिन्छ
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
2 goals on the... And that is as far
अँ
as it
पेप नै
goes.
रहेछ
They
अपोनेन्ट
needed to win, and they have won. It is
दिन्छ
a
होइन के
triumph.
बरु दिन्छ भन न रे
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Manchester United really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a
एउटै त हो रे ल एड गर्नु छिटो के छ नाम अनि सरसँग खेल्छु है त्यसपछि सरको काम कस्तो चल्दैछ त रे? मेरो काम ठिकै। सरको नि? कतिवटा कार बेचियो? मालामाल? केरुन भने होइन? मालामाल हुने त सपना मात्रै हो सर। होइन नि यार, विपनामै हो। सर जस्तो मालामाल हुने को हो र यो संसारमा?
Hello and welcome one and all.
हो नि
The
सर।
atmosphere building very
यता
nicely here.
कोनामीले मालामाल,
Just
उता
in this evening,
साउले
despite
मालामाल,
the
उता
noise, it's
कस्टमरले
moment.
मालामाल।
Atmosphere
के
frenetic.
चाहियो?
This is Peter
यस्तो
Drury,
पो
and
जिन्दगी।
I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running.
The Netherlands promoted the philosophy of total football, and Clarence Seedorf is one of its finest exponents.
Yeah, pretty hard to find a weakness, isn't it?
Yeah, and for all his strengths, Peter, I think it's his passing that stands out mostly for me. He supports all of that with real determined movement, whether he plays as a 10 or deeper.
That has ended up in no man's land. Well, that pass isn't the best. Knocks it into space. Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! That's another chance! An attempt which in
सर
hindsight
प्याक
was
ओपनिङ
probably
हान्ने
just
हो
beyond
कि
him.
होइन
Yeah,
हो
it
रे?
didn't come off, but
कुन
still,
चाहिँ हान्ने?
very good quick thinking on his part.
Paz. And here's Mbappe. Real chance! Well, that is commitment to the cause.
म त रिजाल हान्ने सोचिरहेको छु, रिजाल।
Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Cleared without hesitation. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Semenyo. Now, can they get him away? Really didn't have enough to
कस्तो डिप गएको?
concern the defence. Well, that pass has been well intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great ball, and he's in here. He's had a shot.
ल्या रिकभर गरेको गोल बल पनि गोल भएर के?
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
He's going for
हान्नु हान्नु त हेरौँ प्याक ओपनिङ रे सरलाई मेरो दशा हेर्न मन छ नि त
And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
We're looking at a different game now.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one.
He's having a pop! That is delicious!
लेट्स गो निको पाच
It's an absolute
चाहिएको
joy!
प्लेयरमा हान्नु हावातालमा कोइन
This
नफाल्नु
one
रे
truly turned on its head. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Semenyo, a player who needs no introduction. Pedri. That's a lovely, neat pass.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Semenyo. The final seconds now. And the whistle goes for half-time.
केसमा हान्ने र सबै प्लेयर छ
Thrilling
मसँग
narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy.
Things are looking good for our boys.
So we reach
म
the
त अब
halfway point.
वर्ल्ड कपमा फ्रीको माल उठाउन बस्ने हो सर
Fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Liverpool ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. So straight into the second half. Paz. Oh, he's having a go! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
गाइस झाटा होइन निको पास अति बोबाल छ है कार्ड
Corner number 2 then. And a header! Oh,
Once again,
terrific
Nico
save
Paz.
from the keeper.
Paz actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Semenyo, who is rarely short on confidence. Lampard. Searching pass he's played there. Oh no, what has happened here? And here's Dembele. Nicely aimed pass. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Mbappe. And claimed it back swiftly. Mbappe! And that was probably asking just too much. Pedri. Liverpool have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Pepe cuts out the pass. Paz looking understandably energised after his goal. He's having a shot! Well, the contact
पेले
was
लिएर
so much.
आइसक्यो R9 लिएर आउनलाई कुनै आइतबार लाग्दैन जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई चाहिँ
And it's Dembele. 75 minutes played. He's a sharp little ball here. Paz. Chance!
मङ्गलबार लागिसक्यो
Should have been that.
कसरी लिएर आउँछ
Really should have done better.
मिलानवाला
Just
नेस्टा
hope for his
कस्तो
sake
छ
that he
सर
doesn't
खेलाउनु
miss too
भएको
better.
होला नि दामी छ सर दामी तर मालदिनी भन्दा अलिकति कमजोर छ अरे कि
Third quarter of the game.
Number 19, Hazard.
And that has been cleared.
Liverpool surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but
Shot a goal! Off the post!
पोलमा हान्दा यार
And no, he
हजुरको
couldn't
स्याडो
find
हन्ट
the
माल्दिनी भन्दा चाहिँ अलिकति कमजोरै छ
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
So a bit of a revolving door
Number
here.
11.
Lots and lots of changes.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 42. Semenyo.
Yamal.
Number 10. Erdegaard.
Just 5
Coming on
minutes
the
remaining
field.
now.
Number 8. Yamal.
And it's Lampard.
Number 14. Bale.
Decent
Number 23.
chance!
Del Piero.
अहिले दिएको माल्दिनी राम्रो छैन भन्छन् त हो र सर के हो त्यो नपर्नेलाई हो नपर्नेलाई त जे पनि नराम्रो आफूलाई पर्ने राम्रो हुन्छ के मैले ट्याकल हान्दा त रेड कि येलो खाइरा हुन्छ
All
अरे
hands on deck for this one. And it's been taken short. Silvestre. Zola. Goes for the shot!
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Not the most accurate pass. Pedri. And that is as
GG
far
bro,
as
GG.
it goes. So the winners bullish and
नपर्ने मान्छेलाई चाहिँ जे पनि नराम्रै लाग्छ
collective
के पर्ने
effort.
मान्छेलाई चाहिँ त्यो
All the
आफ्नो
hype
कार्ड
they
राम्रै
may have
लाग्छ
done,
त्यो भएर
but
हो
they
मैले
were
ट्याकल
having
हान्दा त
none of
रेड कार्ड
that.
कि येल्लो कार्ड खाइरा हुन्छ अरे
Well,
अहिले
far
दिएको
behind
के
you,
हो
that is some win, isn't it?
well, what we've seen is a team that
खतरा हो
refuses to
माल्दिनी
accept the game might have just got away from them. They stay
स्क्वाडमा
true
चाहिने
to
कार्ड
it.
हो जिजी ब्रो जिजी ल सर आउनु
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good
He's going for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. Really
कसले सक्छ
anticipated
के
that well,
दाइलाई रे
didn't he?
राइट
Milan
बाफरे
with the
कहिले
goal
आयो यो मार
there
यो
first.
फ्रीमा दिएको मलाई यो मार
Now it's Schneider. Schneider going face to face with his great rival. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, can he get onto this? As
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
pass is just off target. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. And this is Dembele. Big chance! And that's another fine save.
Dembele really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
He is through here. Yamal. Oh, he's having a go. Oh, brilliant from Yamal. A finish of true class.
लक्की पर्नु भयो कि के हो रे यमाल फ्रीमा आरे
Just beautiful. The joy of the
होइन
moment.
होइन
It's almost
पुरे
poetry in motion,
बाफरे
Peter, isn't it? The way
अब
he wraps his foot around the ball
ग
so
खान्छ
effortlessly.
कहाँ
Amazing.
कनामीले केही फ्रीमा दिन्छ
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Erdegaard. Takes a shot. Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he's taking no chances there. As real chance! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
I'm a little surprised that he actually couldn't make that count. He's so good from that range. Often he'll find the net.
Strong running down that left flank. Oh, well played. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0.
फ्री दिन्छ 10,000 जिबी त्यो चाहिँ दिन्छ
Like a final warning.
सबैभन्दा बवाल भनेको निकको पाँचको कार्ड छ है गाइस
Very
हाइलाइट
solid.
भयो नि
He
खेलाउनु
knew what
सबैले
he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Messi! Not the most accurate pass. Vieira. Mbappe. Oh, good
There
spread.
will be 1 minute added time.
He's shifting through the gears here. He's having a pop. Oh, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Lamine Yamal really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
And that is the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Liverpool leading by 1 at the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Liverpool with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. The second half is up and running. Liverpool leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Zanetti calmly anticipates. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get it through? Yamal receives it in a good position here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against.
And there's the shot!
के हो मालदिनीले त टेन्जर हान्दा
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's
दाइ
trying
2
to
गोल
move
ब्याङ
his
गर्नेको पासबाट रे त्यो कार्ड एकदम बवाल छ कि इभन हाइलाइट पनि दामी छ निको पासको जुन पनि कार्ड दामी छ
Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Sneijder really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Has, well, not one to lose out here, not against this opponent. Odegaard! Oh, the ball's... Oh, Waters takes a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Lamine Yamal really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And here's Yamal. He's got away. He's had a shot! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! About as smooth as it gets. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And here's the chance to counter. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Passing is crisp and sharp. Crunching tackle. The final 5 minutes. And here's Messi. And this is Sneijder. And this is Sneijder. It's
There will be
Sneijder!
1 minute added time.
Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
DiMarco. That's that.
सर जिस्किएर खेल्दिनी
Liverpool can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to. Following.
लास्टै जिस्किएर खेल्दिनी यार नु भनेर हेपेको होइन ठिकै छ यहाँ नुब त म हो रे कसरी तपाईँ त झन् इन्टरनेसनल प्लेयर हो सबले मलाई हो हेपी अरे गफ दिनी जे पनि बोलिदिने म तपाईँलाई जित्न कहिले सक्दिनँ सर गफ दिने इन्टरनेसनल प्लेयर टुर्नामेन्टमा पार्टिसिपेट गर्ने प्लेयरहरूले यस्तो गर्ने म नुब हो नम्बर 1 हो होइन नि म हो नि अब तपाईँले आफैले गोल हान्नुहुन्छ यो गेममा मलाई थाहा छ गाइज यसो लाइक हान्दिउँ है त्यसमा चाहिँ थिए इन्टरनेसनल प्लेयर एक टाइम अहिले त त्यो
Hello and
पनि
welcome
होइन
one
यी
and all.
फुटबल
The
त
atmosphere
नुब नै
building
हो
very
म रे
nicely here.
होइन गफ
Gorgeous,
दिने
gorgeous
फेरि
evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and
मार्केटमा
joining
तपाईँ
me
यहाँ
here,
यी स्पोर्ट्सको
our
प्लेयर भन्ने
expert,
हल्ला छ
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly
मार्केटमा
delighted to
तपाईँ
join you,
यी
Peter, and thank
स्पोर्ट्सको
you very
प्लेयर
much
हो
for
भन्ने
that.
हल्ला छ के
Well, it
हुँदैछ
looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We're up and running then. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is.
Goes for the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. And the keeper beats it away. Zanetti ploughing through the middle. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. And he's managed to get free. Oh, it's come loose. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Mbappe. Rijkaard. And here's Schneider. Oh, good-looking ball. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Steaming on goalwards. Pepe did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's the chance to counter. Rummenigge. Rummenigge venturing down the left. DiMarco puts them all in. Maldini is there and he can get that clear. Mbappe! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Rummenigge is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Yeah.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Chance! There it is! Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
And that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Oh, it rattles the bar. Liverpool leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score... It's Snyder! He's done very well to get to that.
Schneider clearly thought he had the
There
beating
will
of
be
the
1
keeper.
minute added time.
That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first half thoughts?
Haven't
Just a
played
quick
that
announcement,
badly.
it is now
Getting
time for
caught
our
again on the
special
counter-attack
warning.
is
Please grab the
unlikely.
tickets you
They're
were given
switched
when
on
you
to
walked in
that
through the gates.
and still very much in this game.
Liverpool leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. We're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Turan, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. That is a great pick out. Baresi.
के हो पसलमा मान्छे आयो कि क्या हो
Can so cleverly bypass the press. That's really well manoeuvred. Schneider, good driving run. Oh, he's been flattened there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Schneider! Schneider! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Schneider actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that.
And here's Messi.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
This is a promising build-up. Schneider. Odegaard. Messi has it in a wide position.
Substitution on the field. Number 9. Coming on the field is number 19, Hazard.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
There's the the shot! Oh, good finish! And this is getting better
हेलो हेलो
and
आशिष ब्रो के
better.
छ
The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now it's Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Messi. Azar.
There will be 3
And the
minutes
number on the
added
board
time.
is 3.
के हुनु ब्रो केही छैन रे हेलो हेलो ल आउनु खेलौँ फ्री भयो ए के भएन के भएन
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway.
Del Piero will be relishing this game to showcase his many talents.
The guy's just class, isn't he?
Yeah, I think the only way to stop him is to get players around him quickly. If there's any standing off, then he'll dish up some severe punishment.
And he's been shifted off it. Oh, this looks sharp. Nicely spread. Can he get it through? Oh, that's neat. Kvaratskhelia going face to face with his great rival. No way through. Look at the space here. That is lovely. Now it's Del Piero. Rummenigge. Well, they can break here. And he's managed to get free. Mbappe is onto this. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
And he's had it nicked away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Vieira. Looking to play him in. And he's picked it up out wide. Goes for the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, what has happened here? He's had a shot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials. Chinese Taipei definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Ødegaard, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. Carreras. Rice. Yildiz going forward. Now it's Del Piero. And we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Well, that pass isn't the best. And the pass is intercepted. Mbappe. And here's Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. A header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And now they can spring out of defence. Pepe gathers from the goal kick. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. And that's a dangerous ball. Turan. Now Ødegaard. And here's Yamal.
Oh, great feat, that.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Played towards the front line.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that signals the end of the first period. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half
And
brings.
if you do have a chance today, please
And
take
we
some
are
time
up
out
to the
give
break.
your support
Well,
to
it
our
was great to
Better
see them
Stadium
try
Fund.
to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's Del Piero! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
धेर नहान्नु है दाइ
Referee's
सिक्दैछु
given a throw.
कहाँ मलाई खेल्न आउँदैन
And here's Pedri. And it's Rice. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Pepe defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Paz. Chinese Taipei can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Caicedo gets a foot in here. Great reaction.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Yamal, very much a man of... Yamal! He's got away with one there.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Terrific effort! But he's left disappointed.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. He's having a pop! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! About as smooth as it gets! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Referee has just said play on.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And a chance! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish right from the top draw!
After 79 minutes
A
is
two-goal lead,
number
and
8.
they're firmly in control. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Number 9. Coming on to replace
Liverpool
him is
are now
number
luxuriating
19.
in a two-goal lead.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Azar. And it's Azar. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
There will be 5
Pereira.
minutes added time.
Well, played right into his path. Odegaard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He's picked his way through, and he's gone backward here. It's Azar! Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. It was thrashed in. And that will be it. Well, that was a tale of two very different
किन पटाउ
teams.
राखेर खेलेको
Driven, ruthless, prolific.
टुर्नामेन्टमा हो
Quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
Please make sure to watch the screen
And
for
after
an
all of that, Jim,
information
what are you
bulletin
thinking?
from the regional
I think we
police
just saw a
department.
team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were...
गफ दियो भाइले गफ दिए किन यो पटाउ राखेको टुर्नामेन्टको लागि प्र्याक्टिस हो त्यस्तै लाग्यो मलाई प्र्याक्टिसले ए एउटा मात्रै इपिक र एउटा सो टाइम हो युज गर्न पाउने अब रियल गेम देखिन्छ हानौँ धोबी हानौँ है धोबी चाहिँ नहान तिनको छ देलाउने फेरि
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Vieira. Paz. Now Erdogan. And the pass is intercepted. Rijkaard. And here's Bale. That is good alertness. DiMarco. Ferdinand. Pepe. Paz. Oh, this looks sharp. Azar. Pirlo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And he's being shifted off it. Del Piero.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Mateus can see things others simply cannot.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's had it nicked away. And here's Del Piero. Pinches it off him. Ferdinand did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Mbappe. Montedio Yamagata are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Pings in across. Paz. Rummenigge. Stam cuts out the pass. Del Piero. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. That pass has been well intercepted. Knocks it into space. DiMarco. And it's DiMarco. Now Mbappe. Paz. Pirlo. And it's Azar. And here's Bale. Hazard. And the referee has signalled for half time.
एक एपिक 300 टाइम 300 टाइम रियल गेम नै थियो दाइ न्यू फोनमा नुक भएको छु गफ दियो भाइले यार
Reflections on the first half.
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So, straight into the second half.
Liverpool have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
He's found a way through. Goes down, but nothing given. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Great defending, strong and determined. Paz cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And here's Yamal. Yamal going face to face with his great rival. Almost an hour gone.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest.
Mbappe! Oh no, what has happened here?
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Paz. He's gone for goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Now it's Bale. It's Bale!
आम्मै कडा
Glittering Bale! He's got himself an absolute peach. Finally the breakthrough.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you ought to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option.
And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and all around us here.
Could be danger here. And he's managed to get free. Look at the space. Real chance! And that's a good finish.
भाइले जिस्केर खेल्दै यार
All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration,
It's Bale!
ओए नाइस
Wow, that's crazy! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it!
Added minutes has been indicated.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
जिजी
I
जिजी
think they're
कडा
done. They
Fucking-
are done. A game of margins
खेल
and
त के हो
thrills, the
कडा
sort of game
उडिरहेको
that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Your reflections then.
दाइ लकले बचायो अरे हावा गफ रिजाल कस्तो छ रिजाल
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, he is one of the great English defenders of his generation.
Quite, Peter. His playing style boasts good speed and technique, a superb reading of the game. He hardly had to tackle. That in itself.
Tries one from range. Ambitious, but just off target.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Del Piero. Can he get it through? Chance, surely! They've scored! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Liverpool are already chasing the game. He's having a shot! Liverpool with the corner, they're first. Oh, good effort! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well, that looks a decent ball.
कति खै त्यति राम्रो छैन क्यारे
Didn't he? That's very well played.
That's going wide left. Thinks about the shot. Can he finish? He's got to go.
के चाहिँ राम्रो छैन भने
Again in a trice, and they are soaring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yamagata are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Shot a goal!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
As knocks it into space, and he was alert to it. The most accurate pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Tries to play it through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. How would you review
ए
the
रिजल्ट
first
भनेको
half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real depth.
Real chance! Yamal. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. That's really well manoeuvred.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Yamal, and here's Mbappe. Now this could be a chance. He's had a shot! That is delicious!
मलाई ओडीगार्ड चाहिँ मन पर्यो अब
Absolute
राम्रो छ ओडीगार्ड चाहिँ
right back in the game. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Just 1 in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And it's Hazard. This looks promising. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Looking for the... And he shoots!
ओए कस्तो पास हो
And there's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Wonderfully smooth, smart, and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Montedio Yamagata now in a position far more desirable.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for...
Oh, he's having a go! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Lamine Yamal actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Number 9.
Corner number 2 then.
Is number 19.
And he's taking no chances there. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Del Piero. No, that's been intercepted. Ferdinand. Hazard. This is a promising build-up.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
It's Bell! And that would have been game, set, match.
Well, I was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Mateus. And this is Hazard. Pepe did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's on it. Can he get away? Mbappe!
जी
And
बडा
the referee says that that is it. Oh, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around them. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action.
It's impossible to ignore the genius that is Andrea Pirlo. He plays a deeper midfield role, but his whole game is designed to spray passes forward.
Just one of a kind.
Yeah, these guys now are almost extinct.
Oh, that's a fine challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Looking for options for movement. Rummenigge. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Azar. So it is still 0-0. Rummenigge is someone with real dynamite in his boots.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Azar. Del Piero. Paz. That's been cut out, well played. Ah, he's fizzed it forward. And this is Bale. Vieira cuts out the pass. DiMarco charging forward, the ball at his feet. And this is Eto'o. Shot a goal! Sensational from Eto'o! He's got himself an absolute peach. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
It's Azar! Glorious from Azar! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yamagata are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very...
Bale! It's a goal!
लो के हो त्यो?
The comeback is complete. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Montedio Yamagata have their lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Costa Curta. Well, they've got it again. Now, can they get him away? He's having a pop!
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And for the first half, that is that. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
Hello,
So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. The second half is up and running.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving...
He's having a hit! And how good was that? A finish right from the top draw. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
In the end, they found themselves to go. Rummenigge is onto this. That's a risky ball. Oh, can he finish? And yes, it's there! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Eto'o really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Just one in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's a sharp little ball here. Del Piero. Oh, cracking ball. He's having a shot! And he's stuck it away.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And he's being shifted off it. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that looks a decent ball. And the shot! And no mistake. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Liverpool cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
There will be 5 minutes added
Yamagata
time.
can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And he was quick to react. Odegaard. Now it's Eto'o. Hazard. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Referee
Zizi,
looks at
Zizi.
his watch and blows his whistle. Liverpool illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football
कडा कडा ल आजलाई यति गर्नु पर्ला है। यहाँ त लास्ट गर्मी छ यार। लामिन कडै छैन अरे। हो र एक कडा रहेछ भनेको। ल ठिकै हानिदिएको मैले केही परेन ल बनुची पर्यो लेट्स गो मसँग बनुची थिएन के 900 हानिदिनु त यसरी त दिँदैन होला अरे बनुची थिएन बनुची दियो ल लेट्स गो खुसी लाग्यो बनुची थिएन ए बनुची पनि भयो यार बिल्डअप हो कि डिस्ट्रोयर हो बिल्डअप रहेछ ल आजलाई यति नै है त सबैलाई धेरै माया छ लास्टै अल्छी लाग्यो गर्मी पनि छ यो कार्ड कडा छ यार यो र यो सबलाई डबल बुस्टर दिनुपर्ने छ यसलाई के दिँदै होला यसलाई र यसलाई सटडाउनै दिनु पर्यो यसलाई 37 डिग्री माई गॉड यता नि 32 छ ल है त बाई भोलि आउँछु बरु नत्र एकछिनमा आउँछु बनुचीलाई सटडाउन पाजलाई अफ द बल अफेन्स क्रिएटर पर्यो यार बनुचीले सटडाउन यसलाई नि सटाउँदिने हो ग्याब्रियललाई यसलाई त स्ट्राइकर इन्स्टिङ त दिने होला नि ब्रुनोलाई के दिने हो म त ऱ्यान्डम हान्छु जहिले परिजाओस् जे परिजाओस् हो र ब्रुनोलाई टेक्निक छ फ्यान्टासिस्टा दिन्छु म कति हुन्छ अरे त त्यही त्यति फरक पर्दैन सेकेन्ड बुस्टर नन बुस्टरले नि अफेन्स क्रिएटर टेक्निक दिँदा भयो ब्रुनोलाई अफेन्स क्रिएटर ल नाइस ल है त ल अफलाइन खेलौँला नि ल भाइ